We're live? Oh, we got Max as well. Look, one more from
Hey.
the team. All right, let me just make sure the Twitch folks can see us. I still see the background live stream starting soon, but I see Austin as well on the top. You guys see us? Okay, cool. All right, hey Mango team, welcome. Good to have you on. Today we have here from the Mango team, Max Schneider and Nick Feeney. Welcome, guys.
Hey.
Hey,
Hey, Nick,
glad to be
nice
here.
hat.
Thanks for having us. Thank
Yeah,
you.
great to have you on. For those listeners that may not know, you want to tell the quick backstory of how those hats came to be?
Yeah, sure. So I think it was Maximilian's idea. We were thinking of just something fun to do, and a lot of people were asking for Mango NFTs. And we were like, okay, well, that's cool, but something physical could actually be even cooler. And then the play on words, people were also asking win token, win token. So we thought April Fools, we can do an initial cap offering and also give the cap as the cap offering. And so we did that as a fun April Fool's joke, and it went well. And people are really liking the mango caps, post them on their Twitter avatars, and it's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, great. Thanks for the one you gifted me, by the way. Much appreciated.
No worries.
Right on, guys. Yeah, Nick, if you're going to do the demo, feel free to share your screen and we can kick it off and show all these viewers on Twitch what you guys are about. And Max,
Sweet.
if you want to tweet from the Mango Twitter and let people know you're going live, feel free to do that as well.
Yeah, I'll cover your back, Nick. Go ahead.
Okay, so I'm actually going to have to share my screen. It's going to make me restart. So I'm going to have to do that real quick and just hop back up on Zoom. Let's see if it works. Oh, okay.
We see it. We see it.
Sweet. So to really highlight how far we've come since the hackathon, this is our old version. This is what we submitted to the hackathon with. And it is pretty cool, but there's definitely some room for improvement. And here's the V2. And we were really excited to launch this. Before we get into some of the different mechanics of trading on the platform, I'd like to highlight some of the different customization options available. So first off, there's 3 different color themes. We have the mango, the dark, and the light. So Tristan, which one's your favorite that we should continue the demo with?
I like mango, honestly.
Good call. I like the mango as well. And something else that's really cool is all these panels are totally customizable. So right here, you can unlock the panels and you could drag them around, switch them around, however you like. And it can always reset it, which is cool. And the other thing is our order book. You can switch whether it's side by side or top and bottom right here. I personally like the top and bottom one, makes a little bit more sense to me. So I like to leave it there. And also our trading view, you can change all the, you have 10 different time frames, 4 hours, 1 hour, and all the different tools. And our trading view implementation is open source. And this is something that the community has really enjoyed. I think there's a few different sites using it, and has been something that has been enjoyed. So we're happy to share that with the community and provide some value to some other founders that are looking to build on Solana. And so for those who don't know, Mango is leverage trading as well as borrow lending infrastructure. And so to get started, we'll start with the trading. And first, you have a margin account, which is used to deposit your collateral to be traded on the site. So if you just connect your wallet to the site, your funds aren't all available for collateral in the event of liquidation or something like that. You have to specify which funds you're going to use. So we have 3 different wallets to connect. Today we'll go with Phantom. Deposit some collateral. $100 to make it easy, USDT. And something cool about Mango is all deposits in your margin account earn interest. So you're down here, these are the interest rates. The utilization is a little low for the BTC and ETH, so it's not quite there, but the borrows are really cheap, so that's attractive. And we expect the utilization to sort of mellow out and find a good spot. I don't want that to that, but cool. So we deposit into our margin account, and now we are going to make a trade. So we have limit and market orders. I place a little bit more market orders than I'd like to admit, but today we'll do a limit order to show, we'll do both. So let's see here. And we do have all the different charting tool, trading view tools. So we can do a little hacky TA to see where we want to place our order. Okay, so it's looking like we could actually place a long here. Probably going to do something like this. If you want some more great TA, you're going to have to join the paid group. But cool. So let's open a long. Let's go. And to make a leverage trade, all you have to do is just place an order for more than your deposits. So right now I have $100 deposited. Go ahead and place a $200, do a market order just to make everything work fast. And the $100 is going to be automatically borrowed to place the trade. So right here, you can see in my margin account, everything already updated, snappy. I have $109 borrowed and 0.0053 Bitcoin deposited. And as time goes on, we'll be able to see this total P&L calculation go hopefully up. But that's going to track your account as far as based off your deposits if you're making or maybe losing money. And then also in this panel is your leverage calculation. And so I'm only at 1.1x right now. Let's up that. Let's see if we can make some money today. And also your collateral ratio, which is based off your positions and deposits over your borrows. Cool. So while that is going through, and
so just to confirm, Nick, I could deposit Bitcoin and Ethereum and also use that as margin to place trades. Is that right?
Exactly. So you can deposit your Bitcoin or your Ethereum and soon to be Sol and Serum, slight alpha leak. And right here is where you can switch between those. But yeah, you can just deposit your ETH. And if you want to buy some Bitcoin, you just buy Bitcoin. And with $0 of USDT deposited, they'll be automatically borrowed. And we can get into that also a little bit more, talking about the borrow function. And so right here in the trade history, we see my first trade and the open orders. There's no open orders. We'll show what that is. We also have post and immediate or close. And something else, so yeah, that went through now. And this trade history is cool. So if you disconnect from the site and reconnect your wallet, all the trade history is still going to show up, which is something that people definitely like.
And rare on Solana, I must say, because it's hard to compile trade history. So for people listening, this is a really cool feature.
Right. So it's and that's key to our P&L. This was something that our alpha testers really highlighted how important it was for us. We were just testing and everyone was like, we need P&L, we need P&L. So like, all right. So we definitely, it wasn't easy, but it was worthwhile and exciting that we did. And cool. So now I'm up to 2x leverage, down a little bit, but no big deal. And so now the other really cool thing about Mango is the withdraw borrowed funds. So it's really just like a lending borrow protocol as well. And when we first released this feature, some people were asking, why would we want to do this? So just a quick refresh there. Let's say you have Bitcoin and you still want exposure to Bitcoin or any other crypto, but if you want, maybe if you just want to buy something in USDT, you could actually use your other cryptos as collateral and withdraw USDT. and sometimes it could be a really low leverage. So it's very unlikely that you get liquidated. And then as long as Bitcoin or your other cryptos go up more than the interest on the USDT, which is super low right now in Mango, 3.71 annual, you're doing well. And then also there's a bunch of other cool farming infrastructures all across the ecosystem. So you can withdraw your whichever alpha you scourge the crypto earth for, whether it's USDT, Bitcoin, or ETH, you can withdraw that and farm with it and pay back your loans. And then you still you didn't have to sell any of your cryptos to do it. And so let's show that. So I'm already decently levered up here, 2x, and our max is 5. So if I did want to withdraw the max amount, you just go to, if you want to do this, you go to withdraw, enable borrowed funds, and hit max. And so the max I could withdraw to bring my leverage to 5x is $50. So I'll do that. It's a appropriate health check because my collateral ratio is going to be approaching 120% and 110 is the maintenance. And let's say I didn't have any other borrows and open positions. If I just deposited my collateral, Bitcoin or ETH, and I wanted to withdraw borrowed funds, it's about 4.8x what you can borrow. That would be full leverage. Mm-hmm. And so now in my wallet is going to show my withdrawed funds. So they're already all there. So right there is the $50 I withdrew, and paying if I want to settle this borrow, I could either sell all my Bitcoin for the borrow and settle it. Let's do that.
Nick, one question I'm seeing on Twitch is, are these rates annualized or daily for the borrows?
Yes, they're annual.
They're annual, listeners. And Austin, I don't know if you're listening, but one thing for you too, and I don't know if this is possible, but there's someone asking if it's possible to stream in higher definition. So I don't know if that is something we can do or not. I thought I'd put it out there. All right, sorry, Nick, keep going.
Yeah, no problem. So now we're just showing how you can pay back your borrow.
I'm not sure it will work at this point because you're already at maximum leverage. So I think all trades are blocked at this point.
Okay.
I think you will only be able to deposit first. I think you need to, because you see you're already above 5x. You're at 5.02. So
got it.
Yeah, your account is already under basically maintenance, approaching maintenance, right? And it's below initial margin. So now only depositing is possible for a while. Maybe also a bit more background on the liquidations. By now there are 2 liquidation bots that are open source. We just finished the second one recently. It's a little bit more optimized and a little bit easier to understand. It's written in Python. It's a really good example of how to trade on Mango with Python also, or in Serum Dex specifically. And we've seen a lot of people interested in running those liquidation bots. We're super interested in have more people do it because it means that the network gets safer. The more liquidators there are around, the better the funds of the lenders are protected. And so we encourage everyone to come on Discord, check out the GitHub repos and run a liquidator. I think that wasn't possible either when we launched. I think the liquidator was still closed source. So that's something developed only in the last 2 weeks.
So my deposits brought my leverage back below 5x. So now I could trade my Bitcoin, sell my Bitcoin, and settle the borrows. And yep, so the borrows are cleared and I'm back to my original deposits. And these rates are really low. So if anyone's looking to do some farming, highly recommend checking out Mango Markets. And something else that's really cool is we have these custom margin alerts. So we'll create a new one and you could set whichever ratio you want. whether it's some of the standard ones, or let's go with a more specific 113% collateral ratio, you could send to SMS, email, or Telegram. Maximilian is floating the SMS alerts right now, so take advantage of that. But
This is awesome, guys. I think people really, 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 really appreciate this kind of stuff.
Yeah,
yes,
I mean, we really want people to not get liquidated, right? So part of it is technical solution, but part of it is also just making people aware. Certainly for us, it was like a bit like, how do you even know you're about to get liquidated, right? We don't have this like classical margin call scenario, right? If you trade on Robinhood or something, they will literally send you an email and ask you to close a position. That's just not the level of support we have, but maybe Telegram bot is like, as far as we can go. And we hope everyone can trade a little bit more responsibly. It's always good to close the position before getting liquidated. So yeah.
And you can set as many alerts as you'd like. So that one is right here, and then no triggered yet on this account, smooth sailing. And yeah. And another, if you're interested in learning more about Mango, we have a lot of resources in our documentation. So we have an overview, and we also have really detailed trading tutorials, frame by frame. So we really want to make sure that no one has any problems using the site, and if anyone does want to use it, they can. Documentation on our APIs, and it's all there. Even our light papers in there as well. I'm gonna have to. And we have a stats page also, which we're soon to have more statistics available. But right now we are able to track deposits and borrows, Bitcoin, ETH, and USDT. This blip here was immediately after we removed the borrow limits. Someone opened a massive 5x long, and then luckily our liquidator was able to manage that there. So that was a fun moment. And yeah, so
there's quite a lot. There's quite a bit of collateral there to borrow, right? Like I'm seeing millions of. Is that right? Is there like several millions, few millions of dollars?
Yes. Yep. Millions. There's millions available to borrow. Someone was generous enough to ape in and lower the interest rates to near zero. So definitely some opportunity there if anyone wants to take advantage of those interest rates. Yes.
That's huge. I love the fact that you can just go and borrow with, cents, or sorry, less than cents, fractions of a cent transaction cost just to get these funds out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's awesome. And utilize the Solana for that, and the Serum DEX. The Serum DEX powers all the margin trading. So all trades on here are on Serum DEX as well.
Oh, I see a request in the Twitch chat. They're asking for an API to get historical stats. I don't know how possible or hard that is, but just maybe something to note down.
Yeah, come on our Discord and tell us more. We're about to revamp some of the statistics. The next thing we're implementing is account stats. So we want to give you a bit more info about what's happening in your account. And there's some historic stats planned, but maybe we overlooked something and you really need something, so reach out.
Awesome. Yeah, any other things you guys want to share? There's like 300 people listening, so please. And you guys got a little bit of extra time because there was a window between you and the next participants. So, you guys have another 10 minutes if you want to keep going.
Cool. So I guess we can maybe talk about what's coming for Mango a little bit. We have Solana and Serum on the way very soon. We're testing on our DevNet, and that'll be exciting. You'll be able to, it'll all be in the same group also. So you could just deposit your Sol and Serum, and that will be available to cross-margin trade on all these other assets. And right now we have a fee discounts tab where people are able to contribute their Serum and sort of lower the fees for other traders. In the future, once the Serum group is added, then just the deposits that'll move the deposits, and Serum deposits will automatically earn interest and also help other traders save on some fees. And we're also, our perpetual futures are on the way. So that's something that we're all really excited about. And a lot of development focus has been there, and super excited to start testing more publicly with people and share that. Will be really cool, and a lot of exciting stuff on the way.
Oh, there's one really cool comment here on Twitch, guys. Would be dope to have Bonfito working with us to run bot trading on Mango. That's actually a really good idea. It would be really cool to have these Bonfito bots be able to use margin so they can use leverage as well. Maybe a collaboration worth looking into.
Oh, that sounds interesting. Yeah, yeah. I think for the short term, the main thing we want to push out is these groups, right? Like the increased group or like larger group with Sol and Serum. We always call it a group because really every token in the basket counts as collateral, right? So you can do like all these complex scenarios of, I don't know, maybe you want to be ultra long Sol and really short ETH. there's like tons of strategies people can express, and I think also FTX was like one of the first exchanges to get this really right. And like really every weird token you have in your account still counts as collateral to open another margin position. So you're kind of like, no matter on which side of any trade you are, you're always ready to open another trade. I think that's something that's really important for us. And so we're planning to increase the number of tokens. At the same time, it is an intense technical challenge. We're really like pushing what Solana can do. And we're like in very active conversation always with Anatoly and Bartosz and Armani, just to like get a little extra inch of performance out of the chain, so our stuff can have more tokens, right? So the struggle is going to continue for a while, but we hope to have a vastly redesigned version of the contract on DevNet by mid-June, end of June, kind of, and then start to collaborate more with market makers, liquidity providers for the perpetuals. They'll need people to provide liquidity. We already have some people interested, but we're still open to onboard more people. So that's kind of, I would say, the big community activation in June. We'll be bringing like a few more quantitative traders on the platform. And then, yeah, from there on, I hope we can launch perpetual swaps. I think perpetual futures is such a big deal in crypto. Really allows people to get the trading done really efficiently, right? So we hope we can provide that too, and hopefully also will seamlessly integrate with everything else. That's like one of our biggest hopes, that we can pull that off. That it really feels like on a centralized exchange. It doesn't really matter if you're trading contracts or actual assets. It's all behind one seamless interface.
Yeah, that's super exciting, guys, and it's really nice to see how all of this is developing. And I think another thing that maybe the viewers aren't super aware of that you guys do quite uniquely is how much you have your community contribute directly. So if anyone is interested in contributing to a cool Serum-based, Solana-based project, please go join the Mango Markets Discord and talk with these guys, because they're always having people come help, and they're very receptive to it.
Yeah, that's true. It's like nearly every week someone shows up with like a cool idea, and then the question is usually like, how can we empower them to implement it? Recently, someone came up with a really cool concept for stop losses, for instance, which was like a heavily requested feature, and yeah, it was genuinely like a really good concept. So I'm like super excited to help him get up to speed and start working on Mango. Everything is open source, so people can just come in and hack it. yeah, when there are any questions about the source code or something, yeah, reach out to me. Gladly jump on a Zoom and explain more or write.
Great. Wow, thank you so much, guys. We see a couple comments here. Some people are saying love the mango hat. We have some people asking for more merch. So obviously the when token is probably the most asked question, but I won't even ask you about that because I think you'll have to do that whenever you're ready. Maybe more merch though. People would appreciate that if you guys want to do some other drops or something along those lines in the meanwhile. And look, we have 310 listeners. That's really great. Anything else you guys want to share? If not, we're going to hand it off to the Foresight guys.
Nick, you have anything?
Just a bunch of exciting stuff on the way, and join our Discord. And we love to hear from everyone and appreciate the support we've gotten so far, and excited to keep working and really build something awesome.
Yeah,
Great.
same here. Thank you, Tristan, for having us. Really great working with you.
Yeah, it's a pleasure. And yeah, we'll do a catch up here, maybe after all of these sessions, Max, if you're around.
Nice.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna tell the Foresight guys to hop on. Feel free to hop off, and thank you so much for joining.